All right.
Nice hat. It's
Thanks, man.
good.
Season 3, episode 9.
Right.
Um,
Rolling right along.
things got
Last
a little
weekend of
muddled.
October.
Yeah,
Maybe
things got a
not.
little muddled, but then some things are have they always been. Auburn still sucks, right?
Right.
FSU still sucks.
Right.
And those teams are doing what they do in October, November, man.
Right.
Pulled up
Correct.
like cheap, Costco tents.
Right.
Unbelievable. All right, so Billy Nate Pierce out. I mean, I don't
Right.
want to be the the Prince of Darkness, but
Right.
every guy we put on the hot seat has gotten whacked.
Right.
I
Right.
mean,
It's up to 11 now. I think, is that right?
11 guys,
Right.
which is unheard of mid-season, right? I mean,
Right.
during the season, I guess. He wins the game and they still fire him.
Right. Right. They were just like, that's enough.
Yeah, they
Here's
had
your
enough.
money. And it's quite a bit of money.
Yeah, what is he? 48 million?
I don't know the exact figure on
42?
him.
It's a lot.
I think it's they have to get a check out within 30 days for like half of it. And then there's down the road, there's other money, but they have to cut a fairly big check pretty quickly.
Yeah. They must have they must have gotten that money collected while they were at that game. That's usually how it goes down.
Right.
Um, so I mean, there's some really good jobs coming up, man, that are opening
Right.
up.
Quite.
So here's what I got right now on the current hot seat,
All right.
and I think four of these six coaches get whacked. All right, Mike Norvell at FSU.
Right.
I, his buyout is tremendous. I think it's
Right.
58. Is it 58 million?
It's over 50 million.
Yeah, I think it's 58 million. So they're
Right.
having a little heartburn about that, or he would have been fired
Right.
on
That's
Monday.
and that's for him. That's not for the assistant coaches and all that.
Oh,
That's
right. With the
him.
assistants, it's over 100 million. You're right.
Right.
I did see that this week. Hugh Freeze, got to
Right.
go. I mean,
Right.
they got way too much talent to keep losing. I mean,
Right.
they have some dudes on that team.
Right.
They got.
Definitely.
And do you see that big receiver of theirs? I mean, he looks like a man. They
They
have
have
some dudes. Okay,
yeah, they
Michael
had the receiver
Oxley.
Coleman and the receiver Singleton from Georgia Tech.
Yeah,
Both of them yeah.
Michael Oxley, who I love. If he goes 4-8 again, I can't see him surviving with a new AD. I hope he does, but you never know.
I don't think they're
Brian
going to go
Kelly.
4-8.
I think Brian Kelly's on the hot seat, man. I mean,
Yeah.
LSU's like, man, we were better with Coach O,
Yeah. I
and he
mean, they're
barely
five and
spoke
two.
English.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I mean, what the hell?
Their
So I don't
record's not
know.
bad though, LSU. I mean, it's only, there's still a lot of football to be played. They've got
There
a
is, but
big game this
LSU's heading
weekend.
down that dark path they head down every year where they start losing close games,
Right.
because there's such a fine line in the SEC between winning and losing, man. Every team is good. Every team's got dudes. And
Even
if you don't,
Vanderbilt.
yeah, Vanderbilt, exactly. They don't have as many dudes as these teams. You kidding me? Not even close.
Right.
I mean, they got a great quarterback and some gutsy players, but that's it.
Right.
Then I think Shane Beamer may be out, man, because he's starting to get a little testy at press conferences. I don't know if you saw his press conference this week. He got a little testy with the media.
They
So
play Alabama this week, right?
they do, and they're going to get fucking rolled. I'm
Maybe
sorry.
good South Carolina will show up. You never
No,
know
there's
how
no
these things
way.
go. Yeah.
No, because you know what? Bama's rolling now. Now they're roll
Right.
tide. I mean, they are.
Right.
They found something with Ty Simpson.
Right.
They got the running game going. They're finally running the ball. We talked about this when they lost to Florida State. When is Alabama going to be Alabama? Which means run over Caden Proctor, the left tackle, and just force it down your face. And when you come to play the run, we're going to throw it right over top of you. And that's what they're
Exactly.
finally doing
Right.
now. So I think four of those six get whacked at a minimum. Plus, these are all the big names, by the way. There's a lot of low level fruit that's going
Right.
down also,
Right.
right? at the lower level schools. Um, so I went to Napa this weekend. Went to a Stanford game, first time ever going to a game there.
All right.
Very cool stadium, the site of the '85 Super Bowl, by the way.
That's right.
Um, Great campus. Obviously, I love the campus. Been there a few times before, but never been to a game. That was fun. Watch Free Shoes, the criminals lose again.
Right.
They can't lose to Stanford in anything except for an
Right.
academic skill.
Right.
They can't. Maybe baseball, but that's it.
Right.
They're good in baseball, Florida State. I just you can't lose to Stanford. You can't, man. And by the way, they had about 20,000 fans at the game.
Oh
I
man.
was shocked. And all the beer lines were all Florida State fans too, which was great. The criminals were all in line drinking up, drinking. They were at the bar. We went to this bar. We found the college bar of Stanford, which just by luck, I said, let's go to the patio. We get there, and it just packed with Florida State fans getting hammered before the game. So that was fun. But we watched some of the Miami game from Napa.
Right.
How did they lose? I mean, Louisville's not a terrible team, all right. It's not a team they can't lose to, but I don't know. Miami, look, what did you watch any of the Louisville Miami game?
I watched a lot of the second half. I thought Louisville, like, they made great plays. I mean, the two of the interceptions, the game sealing interception by the kid Capers from Miami Columbus, that was like an incredible play that he made.
Yeah,
You know, and
yeah.
the first interception, the guy Watts, that was a good pick too. The other two picks, really three picks, because one got negated by a penalty. They were kind of shaky, but and
Well, Beck was
Mario
on
did
his
not have
back.
the team. Mario did not have the team ready.
No, man, he's deer in the headlights. They got Louisville with fourth down and two with 54 seconds left. Mario has three timeouts in his pocket. He should be calling one to give his offense one last chance to try to make a play at the end of the game, right?
Right,
Before half. We're down. Let's get something going before half. No, he lets the clock run down, and Jeff Brom's like, fine, you gonna let it run down? He runs it down to 19 seconds, calls a timeout, and then punts it. Mario gets the ball, kneels on it because there's no time left.
right, right.
What was your brain thinking between 54 seconds and 19 seconds? Nothing. There was nothing going on in that brain of yours.
Right, right, right.
He is the problem. They are loaded with talent. Ruben Bain,
Definitely.
NFL prospect, future Hall of Famer, maybe in the NFL, okay?
Right.
Can really get after it. Carson Beck, he was kind of shaky because he was on his back all night, but he can really get after him. They got dudes. That kid Tony, that true freshman, holy
Yeah.
crap, man, he's unbelievable. So you 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 know, Mario's the problem. We'll see what happens. Um, Vanderbilt, I watched some of that in the morning because all the games start at 9 a.m. on the West Coast. Very
Yeah, yeah,
nice. You have a little
yeah.
breakfast, you watch a little
Right,
football. I
right,
mean, you can knock out all the games by 7. You're finished. It's
right.
unbelievable. Um,
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
so Vanderbilt looked like the better team. Don't tell me they have more talent than LSU because they don't.
Right.
They don't have a bigger nil budget. They don't even I don't even know if they have better coaching. They just have dudes that want to play harder than the LSU guys are just coasting in, man. Did you see that number 14 green on LSU? I mean, that's
No.
a 6'7" wide receiver that runs like a gazelle. It's unbelievable. And their quarterback, Nussmeyer, he's either hurt. That guy throws off his back foot every play. He
Yeah,
never
he's got
leans
to be
into any
banged
throw.
up.
He's always falling
Right.
back instead of falling forward into a throw. I don't get that.
His
Um,
father is a quarterback coach or an offensive coordinator in Philadelphia, right?
yeah. No. He's a good player. He just
Right.
has horrible mechanics. He may not be a great pro because you do that shit in the pros, you end up on your back. You'll get hurt.
Right.
Um, the Longhorns, Nick. What do you think there,
I don't
man?
know. I mean, every year, like, okay, Texas, They got the bad game out of their system. They go into Dallas. They beat Oklahoma pretty
Yeah,
soundly. They look
soundly.
good. And then they go to Lexington, Kentucky to play the Wildcats. And what was it, like two overtimes, low scoring?
16-13 or something?
Yeah, I mean, it was just like I didn't really watch the game, but it was like, come on, Texas, and come on, you
Was
guys got
Kentucky like
talent.
2-5, two and
Yeah,
six? They're
yeah,
terrible.
yeah. Hang on, yeah. Let
Yeah.
me look it up.
So I mean,
Kentucky 0-4 in the league, 2-4 overall.
yeah,
Last, yeah,
last place, right? You
right,
throttle that team by 50.
right,
I think Arch, I like I said week one, he's not there yet. Now maybe he'll
right,
get there by next year.
right,
Who knows?
right.
But I had heard this week that his nil number is $6.8 million. That's
Right,
real money,
right,
Nick. That's
right. That's good.
I'd pay for
That's good
that.
work if you can get it.
Yeah, 6.8 million. Whee! That's
Yeah.
fun. All right. So you like the Northwestern team, Nick? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh yeah, and then so we got to explain. So in the notes, I just put a note. Just Northwestern. I mean, they sort of do this every year. They're sort of like they go down their opening game. They play like Duke or Tulane or one of the Stanford or one of those
And they
schools, and
get
they
beat
lose.
and
And
they
then they
lose.
get back to the Evanston. They get back in the shop and they run off a string of wins. And it's
Yeah.
just something that, to keep an eye on.
Yeah. No, I agree. And then Boise, you know,
Right,
they're going to be Boise State. They're going to be 8-4 this year, maybe nine
right,
and three, but they're looking at
right,
8-4.
right,
And the
right.
Heisman Trophy, I mean, no one's really had a moment, right? There's
Right,
always a Heisman Trophy moment,
right.
and maybe the quarterback for Alabama is the guy
I think he's the
because
front runner. Yeah.
he's steady, he's doing well.
Right.
I personally would vote for Diego Pavia
Right.
because he is Vanderbilt, and without him, they're 0-7 instead of
Right.
7 or 6-1. There's no
Right.
doubt in my mind they're 0-7 without him. So what is the
I know
Heisman?
you. Okay, man. I believe you because I know you watch a lot of Vanderbilt.
Yeah, is it the best player on the best team, which I think Alabama might be the best team, or is it just the best player having the best season, or is he the
Best
most
player. Yeah.
valuable player to his team?
Right.
Pavia is the most valuable player to Vanderbilt. There's no
Yeah.
doubt in my mind. He's unbelievable. I mean, the stuff the kid's doing, and he's a little guy, man, taking some blows, so he's running the ball a lot. So we'll have to see. If I was a betting man, which I am,
But you are.
Pavia was 22-1. This week he's 5-1. So somebody put some money on him, right?
Right.
So we'll see what happens.
Right.
And he's had some moments. He's had some Heisman moments.
Right.
Kneeling down, practicing
Practicing the victory formation in Tuscaloosa.
in Tuscaloosa. That was a moment.
Right.
All right. So impressed and depressed. Here we go.
Right. All right.
BYU won at Utah, right? No,
Right.
at home. At home, great win.
Right.
Bama beat
And
Tennessee pretty
Tennessee.
handedly.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to talk a little bit about I guess the last play of the first half and the last play of the
Yes.
second half. So
Yes.
yeah, I
Go
think
ahead.
everybody knows Tennessee's. There's like 9 seconds left in the first half.
Yep.
There's no timeouts because they're doing stupid things, and then so they can't run the ball. So he throws a sideline. I don't know what you call it, a side route, and the Bama defensive back picks it off and runs it back for the touchdown for
As the
Alabama.
clock's expiring.
As the clock's expiring. I mean, right there, Heupel should have just resigned at halftime,
I
and
mean, the
left.
players got to make the plays. It was a
Right,
terrible throw. And the
right,
Bama guy was there. He probably should have thrown it away and just got the 3 points and gone into
right,
halftime, right?
right,
But
right.
hindsight's 2020. You can't
And then
talk
at
about.
the end of the game, Tennessee's down there, like on the 1 foot line, screwing around, and I guess it was whether the over or the under hit, and they didn't get in, so it was an under. It ended up being an underplay. It was
Yeah.
just interesting if you had
Yeah.
some money
Oh,
on
it's
that game.
interesting, Nick. Oh, it's
Yeah,
interesting how the
yeah,
plays at the end fall
Yeah,
right around the number. It's real interesting.
right,
Um, we talked about Vandy beating LSU. I mean, they
right,
pretty much handled them the whole game. I watched a lot of that game, controlled the whole
right,
game. Arizona State, so Sam Levitt did play, and that was kind of our caveat to that bet.
right,
We're like, if he plays as a different team,
right,
and Texas starting quarterback was out.
right,
So it obviously Arizona State beat them then, right? I mean, Texas is
right,
a good team and battled and was right there till the end, but you have an All-American quarterback against a second stringer. That's a no-brainer. Watched a lot of the Notre Dame game at the bars in Stanford. Notre Dame looked pretty good against SC.
right.
They they should run the table. Their only tough game is at Pitt to finish the season, and that's not going to be a walk away. That's going to be a tough game for them. Um,
They've played
Missouri,
Notre Dame's played great since
yeah,
the losing to Texas A&M.
yeah,
I
they
mean, they
lost to
deserve
A&M
credit.
and Miami, but those were two good
Yeah,
teams that they played
right.
early
Yeah,
on.
right,
Missouri beat Auburn, like we said. Auburn's done. They're
right,
done. I'm sick of talking about Auburn.
right.
And then Stanford winning as a 18.5 point underdog against Florida State. And
Yeah, that's crazy that, Florida State's just fallen on hard times, man. I mean, God,
the football gods are against them right now
right,
because they called themselves the national championships in 23, right?
right.
Then
And
they
then they
get waxed
lost
by
63 to
Georgia,
3. Yeah, yeah,
63 to 3. They go
right,
2-10 last year. They
right,
start out 3-0 this year. They've lost four straight now.
right.
And I could see them going, 5-7. So they're pretty much their season's done. They're toast. All right, give me the update, Nick, on the playoffs as of right now.
Okay, so I think we got right as of right now. Obviously, there's a lot of football to be played. We got Old Miss against Miami in the 8-9 game, and then we got seven Georgia Tech against number 10 Vanderbilt in the 7-10 game. BYU at Oregon in the 11-6 seed game, and South Florida versus Georgia in the 12-5 game.
Okay.
And then the top seeds are Ohio State in the number one slot, Indiana Hoosiers behind them in number two, the Texas A&M Aggies in the third slot, and the Crimson Tide in number four.
With home games, right? They would
With
play a
home
home
games,
game.
right,
That
right.
would be
Yeah,
fun.
we get the bye,
Miami, Ohio State, how fun would that game be? I mean, if you start
right,
looking down the gauntlet, Oregon A&M, that'd be a fun game. And then Georgia and Bama's always a good time.
right,
All right, for the week, I was 12-11. Again, one above the Mendoza. I had you
right,
8-11.
right,
It was not an easy week,
right.
but here we
We
go.
got to pick it up this week.
Yep, I got Tulsa. They covered. I picked them. You picked the under. That did not hit. It went over
Right,
41-27. I picked the U and the over. Neither of those hit. You picked the under. Nice call. 24-21 the Ville. Tulane, we both like Tulane in the heat. Army would go in there. Tulane won but didn't cover.
right,
We both like Georgia Tech against Duke. They
right,
were 2.5 point underdogs at Duke. Ridiculous. I can't even with that. Talk about Duke bias. That's a joke. Georgia Tech
right.
beat them. Um, TCU, I like them. You like the under. It went way over
Yeah.
42-36 TCU.
If they blew right through a 67 total.
Yep. We both picked LSU thinking they got so much talent. Even
Right,
Brian Kelly can't screw this up, right? And,
right,
and they lost. Straight up
right,
got beat. So I'm done picking against Vandy. I mean, they're legit.
right. No,
They're
they're
legit. Play with Bama, beat LSU, beat bad South Carolina. They're legit.
right,
Um, Washington going to Michigan. I really didn't like that for them for the travel. I picked Michigan the under that hit, and you picked the under nice hit 24-7 Michigan. They dominated them that whole game.
right,
Um, here we go. Oklahoma going to South Carolina, laying 4.5. I thought, all right, South Carolina's going to play a tough game here.
Right,
They're ready. They get waxed 26-7, dominated on
right.
all facets.
Yeah,
And you took
bad South Carolina showed up again.
Yeah, and I also took the under, which hit, but South Carolina and you took South Carolina. Those did not. We both like SMU, thinking, all right, they're going to play Clemson tough. They beat them outright, straight up
Right.
money line. Unbelievable to me. Clemson's pretty much. I don't know, man. I want to put Dabble on that list, but his. Did you see his buyout? I think it's
No.
102 million.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
you're
I'm not getting
talking real
anywhere
money
near.
here.
They're gonna have to suck it up with Dabo.
Right.
Um, Ole
He's a good
Miss,
coach. I mean,
102 million. That's real money, Nick.
yeah.
Ole Miss, Georgia, game of the week. Ole Miss was right there. They were up big in the fourth quarter. Georgia's just like we've said, they don't give up on any game. They
Right.
never stop playing hard,
Right.
ever.
Kirby's good, a great coach, man.
Yeah, he is a good coach. I wouldn't call him great. I call him really good.
Yeah.
43-35 dogs. Game of the week's now 22-7. Game of the week's getting throttled this year. It's tough picking the best game of the week and picking the winner, but we've done it in the past, not this
Right.
year. Both
Well, we
like
got
UNLV,
we'll do
thinking, all right, Mullen wants a job, a big boy job, right? He's going to show up at Boise, and
right.
he gets throttled
Right.
56-31. I love Tech. You like the under. The under hit 26-22 was the final, but it flipped on Levitt playing. I even put a little note there. Sam Levitt plays. It's a different
Right.
game. He played. Probably shouldn't have been a 9.5 point. When they announced he was playing, the line dropped to 4.5 on Saturday. By the way,
Oh, okay. All right.
didn't matter. They won straight out.
Right.
Um, Thought Rutgers would give them a match. You like the under.
Right.
56-10 Oregon. Just the Lanning's a beast.
Hey,
He
buddy,
loves
buddy.
beating on the weak.
Right.
um, Pick of the week, lock of the week, Maryland. They didn't win, but they covered, so we're going to count that as a win. We're
Yeah,
four and
just
four
because
now.
thank God for the hook on that one, man. The point
Yeah.
five, 3.5 saved us. I mean, it does you dirty so many times. It's
Yes,
great to
it
finally get
does.
the benefit.
Yeah. Yeah. Loved Iowa in the under, and that probably should have hit. But Iowa missed a few field goals. They had some bonehead plays, and Penn State actually played hard that game. I saw the highlights of that game. They showed up for Terry Smith, their interim coach, but the under didn't hit, and Iowa didn't hit either. They won by one. Um, Tennessee, we talked about this. They didn't look good. The Tide looked great. I mean, they're just
Right.
rolling, man. With Simpson at
Right.
quarterback, they have found a groove there. Um, I like the under Notre Dame game. So did you. 36, 34-24 Irish. That covered.
Right.
Notre Dame looked really good that game. I would think that was their toughest game left, but we'll see, man. They could go and I think they got Syracuse or SMU. They got some games that they should win, but you never
Right.
know. And if they lose again, they're out of the
Right.
playoffs.
Right.
Love Missouri. You have a note there. Auburn's cooked again. They're done. 23-17 in overtime, but they still beat them. You like the over. It didn't even come close. Well, it did. It was 44.5. The game was 23-17, 40 points. So it was close.
But double overtime. It went into double overtime. Both kickers missed field goals in the first overtime.
It's awful.
It was
Awful.
harsh.
Um, and then Utah, favored by 3.5 at BYU. Love BYU. You love the under. We both hit 24-21. The Cougs. That was a good win for
They
BYU. They're
they
still
killed them. I
undefeated.
mean, they killed. Yeah, they
Yeah.
killed Utah.
And as of right now, they're in the playoff,
Right.
right? Yeah, they're in as 11 seed. All right. So for the year, I'm 89-67, 57.05%. You're 73-62, 54.07%.
Right. So we
So
got to
here
get
we
things
go,
going with
people.
it. we got to get things going the other direction
I
starting right
spent I
now.
spent some time on these games
All right,
today. Ian, my son, had a minor operation today, so I was at the hospital for a few hours. So I sat there and really studied these games, watched a bunch of TikToks on the guys who pick these games for a living, and
right.
really dissected it. So I'm firing on all cylinders here. I'm
All
looking to
right,
go. I think we have 17, 18 games. I'm looking to go 15-5. That's my goal.
all
Okay,
right. That's a bold statement. Let's see
it
what
is.
happens.
Virginia getting favored by 10.5 at UNC. You got an idea on that? I like UNC there to cover. I think they'll play Virginia tough. They'll end up losing the game because Belichick doesn't have any horses and he's pretty much done over there. He's got the prettiest girlfriend in America, but his team is terrible.
I'm going to take UNC there as well.
Yeah. And they covered last week as well.
Right.
All right. You know, I fought through this. UCLA getting 25.5 at Indiana, 54.5 is the over under. I know Zignetti will hang a half a hundred on him if he could. I think UCLA is playing better, and I think they lose this game by 17. I'm going to take UCLA in the 25.5. I think that's a lot of points for a team that's actually playing pretty good right now. They're playing good defensively as well. That I think they'll and Indiana just lost their best defensive lineman, Kellen Wyatt, who's a Maryland transfer, by the way. Guy could play, blew out his knee, so he's done for the year.
Okay.
So I think UCLA
That's
will be able
good.
to run against them a little bit, and they're going to have time in the pocket. So I think Nico has a decent game. I think this game is closer than 25.5. What do you got?
I think so too. I'm going to go with. I mean, the Bruins. They are playing better. I mean, I thought Maryland would beat them soundly last week, and they. You got to give them credit. What they do pretty well. Um, I'm going to go with the Bruins here as well with getting points.
25.5.
Right,
Okay. Ole Miss
right.
getting 4.5 in Norman against Oklahoma. I'm going to double bet this one, Nick, because
Okay.
I do think that Oklahoma, I think, is going to win. I think Ole Miss's time is done. Um, and I think it's going to go over too. I think Ole Miss is going to score on Oklahoma, not as much, but I think Oklahoma's Mateer's finally I think going to be back to his normal self, and I think they. I mean, Ole Miss defense is not very good, man. I mean, Georgia's hung 43 on them last week, so I'm going to take Oklahoma and the over here.
Okay, I'm going to hop on, but just for the over.
Over, okay. Appy State, and we try to throw in these small schools because I think they have alum as well. Appy
Right.
State getting 14.5 at ODU. ODU's put up some points this year. They got a really nice defense. 62.5 is the over under. It's a big number, obviously. I'm going to take ODU here to cover that big number. I think they win by 17. It's a big
I'm going to
number.
go with the man. This is a tough one. This is Ricky Raines, Old Dominion Monarchs. They're pretty good on offense.
Yeah.
Um, I'm going to go with Old Dominion to keep it close. I'll take them with the points as well.
You'll take ODU.
Right.
They're giving up 14.5.
Oh shoot! Thanks. I'm doing it. Yeah,
You're Appy State, you mean?
I'll take Old Dominion to giving 2 touchdowns.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
That's okay. All right. Auburn favored by one. I'm not sure why they're favored by one against anybody because they're awful. Auburn favored by one going into Little Rock or Fayetteville, I should say, against Arkansas.
I'm going to take the
Arkansas
under.
hung, what they hang? 42 points on A&M's defense last week.
Yeah, it was like 45-42.
A&M's defense is legit.
Right,
All right. Elko's a defensive coach. He probably left that game pissed.
right,
So Petrino wants that Arkansas job. You know that.
right.
I think they beat Auburn here easily. So I'm going to take
Oh man,
Arkansas
if that
here.
happens, there's no way Hugh Freeze is on a plane coming back. He's
Uh,
gonna have to walk back to Auburn.
if they lose to Arkansas,
Yeah.
kidding me? They last year they lost to somebody even worse. They lost like what they lose last year? Like New Mexico State last year. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, at least Arkansas is an SEC school. New Mexico State's
Right.
at in Auburn. They beat him. Kept his job. He must have pictures. All right, what do you say?
Okay, this is an interesting game that we need to talk about a little bit.
Okay.
Illinois is pretty good.
Oh,
Pretty
who are
good.
you taking? Who are you taking in Auburn, Arkansas?
Oh
Sorry.
shoot. I'm gonna take Arkansas.
Okay.
I think I said under, but let me just take Arkansas in the game.
Okay. All right. Illinois, Washington. Yes. This is an interesting game. Illinois is good. Got to
Um,
travel again from
right,
Champaign to Seattle.
right. But that's not a backbreaker. I mean, it's tough, but it's not. Um, Illinois, I think, was off last week. Um, I like them here with getting the 5 points.
It's a 4.5 right now,
Okay,
and 54.5 the over under.
I'll
I
take.
like Illinois here too. I like
I
them
think
getting 4.5.
right.
I think they keep this game close. I do think that Washington wins the game by 3, though. That's what I'm going to say. So I like Illinois to keep it close. I agree with you. And Washington went to Michigan, got hammered pretty hard, and got you play Michigan, you walk out of there, you're grabbing ice packs on the way home.
Right,
Michigan plays tough
hard.
football.
Yeah,
Um, Minnesota get 8.5 at Iowa in Iowa City. Minnie had a nice win over Nebraska last week, right?
they
At
trashed
home.
Nebraska on
Huh?
Friday night. They trashed them.
Yeah. Row the boat, Scotty. You had
Right,
your boy PJ out there rowing
right,
the boat.
right.
I don't know if they beat Iowa, but I think it's better than 8.5. I think they keep it close. I'm going to take Minnie
Yeah,
here.
I like Mini here as well.
Okay, good. All right, Missouri getting 2.5 at Vandy. So this is the game of
So
the week, by the way. This is
right.
the game of the week.
So Vanderbilt's played two tough games in a row, Alabama and LSU,
And South Carolina before that.
and
Yeah,
South
3.
Carolina's in there too.
Yeah.
I don't know how much gas they have in the tank, and for that reason, I'm going to take Missouri.
Okay. I am not. I'm going to take
Okay.
Vandy. And 52.5, I'm also going to take the under. I think that's a low scoring affair. I think
Yeah.
Missouri's pretty good, but I like Vandy to win at home. Man. I'm not rooting against Vandy again. I've learned my lesson. All right, Bama giving up 12.5 at South Carolina, over under 47.5. I only got one word to say to that. Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 words.
Two words, but yeah.
Roll Tide.
Both
They're
ties.
going to kill South. South
Yeah.
Carolina's tanking. They're done. They're tanking like they're going to get the number one pick or something. They're done. Beamer's done. The team's done.
Right.
They got this great quarterback with no supporting cast. Nicky
Right.
Harbor's very good, but their offensive line's terrible. Their defense just gives up points. They
Right.
play hard, I guess, for him, but they're done, man. Tide will beat them by 20, 24 points, no doubt.
Right. I'll take Alabama as well.
All right, BYU getting 2.5. Undefeated BYU getting 2.5 at Iowa State. Sounds like a stinky line to me.
Yeah. I mean, you watch BYU last week, and they're tough.
They are.
Um, they're
I,
no, they're a physical big team. Um, what do you think of the game?
I like the under here. I like a low scoring, hit him, bruise him kind of game. I, I think Iowa State could pull it out, but I do like the under here. Matt Campbell's so much better at home than he is on the road. they got a good home field there, good fan base. So I'm going to take the under and stay away from the team picking on this one.
Okay, I'll agree with you. I'll take the under as well.
Yeah. All right. Baylor only getting 4. Another stinky line at the Natty. I mean, Baylor gives up points like crazy, right?
Right.
I think the Natty kills them, man. 66.5 is the over-under. I like Cincinnati winning this at home convincingly.
I'm going to take the under here.
Under 66.5,
Yeah.
a lot of points.
Right.
Wisconsin getting 32.5 going to Oregon. Wisconsin, talk about a team that's hung it up. They're done. I
I
mean,
mean, talk about a program that 2 years ago was strong. I
yeah,
mean,
2 years ago they're playing the Rose Bowl, I think. They're finished.
yeah,
32.5, over unders 45.5. I'm going to take the over here because I think Oregon could hang 50 on their own.
right.
So I'm going to take
And
the over.
Wisconsin will probably get a score. I mean,
Yeah, I like the over here. It's a lot of points to give to start a game, 32.5 points, but the over I like 45.5, I think is kind of low. I mean, Wisconsin's not good defensively either. They're they're
right.
they're no good offense
They're
or
not good at any.
defense.
Yeah.
They're a bad team. They may not win another game this year. What do you say?
I like I like the over as well.
The over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me the-
Miami favored by 30.5. Stanford's coming into Miami getting 30.5 points. This line's moved from 24 to 30.5 from Monday to today. Obviously, the lumber's coming in on Miami, right? The line keeps
Right.
creeping up, up, up. 45.5 is the over under. I'm going to take the over in this game. I think Miami kills them. I'm just not sure how hungover they are from the Louisville loss. And I know Stanford's coming in riding high with Frank Reich, our boy,
Right.
but they got to fly across the country, literally from tip to tip of this country. That's a
Right.
long flight, man. So I'm going to take the over. I think Miami's going to score a bunch of points. And I think Stanford will score some points on Miami's defense. So I'm going to take the over. 45.5 is
I'm
low,
gonna
but
tell. I
yeah.
love the over here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. A&M favored by 2.5. This could be like the code game of the week, by the way. At LSU, under the lights in Death Valley. Does LSU show up at home, Nick?
Traditionally, this has been a wild game.
Yes. No, I know. And I don't think they haven't won at LSU in a number of years. I think
Right.
13 to be exact.
Right.
Elko was talking about it in his press conference this week, how they haven't won there in years. Um, and I don't know. I think they win. I think it's a very close game. I'm going to take the under here at 48.5. I think it goes under that number. I think this is a 20-17 game. Um, I don't think their defense gives up 42 points again like they did against Arkansas. They're not LSU's offense is not as dynamic
Yeah.
as Arkansas's with that quarterback at Arkansas is unbelievable. But I think A&M can get some points on LSU's defense, which is very good as well. So I'm going to take the under here. 48.5, I think too many points.
Okay. I'm gonna take LSU
At home.
at home.
Yeah, I'm done taking LSU for anything because they burned me so many times, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, I have all the horror stories from this game.
Yeah,
This game. Remember, like maybe like before the pandemic, like 6 years ago, the game went into like seven overtimes or
yeah.
something like that. I
72,
mean, this game gets
72.
wild. Yeah.
A&M won on a 2-point conversion, 74-72. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I saw highlights of that this week before this game when they were previewing it.
Right.
Michigan minus 14, laying 14 points at Michigan State. I'm going to take Michigan State here, even though they just got beat. They're not very good. They've lost a lot of games by a lot. I just think this game is always tight, man. It's like the Louisville going down to Miami with all those Miami guys on Louisville. Michigan
Right.
State's got a bunch of dudes that played against the Michigan guys. They all know each other. I think this game will be close. I think Michigan will win in a very close, low scoring affair, but I'm going to take Michigan State in the 14 points. That's a lot of points.
Okay. I think it'll be low scoring as well. I'm going to take the under.
Okay. Houston getting 7.5 at Arizona State. Houston can score, can't really
Right.
defend. Arizona State's got Levitt back, so everyone's like, all right, they're going to kill Houston. Not so fast. I'm going to take the
Not so
Cougars
fast,
here.
my friend.
Not so fast. I'm going to take the Cougars here in the 7.5. I think they play Arizona State tough. I don't know if they beat them, but I think they play them tough. 7.5 is a lot of points. I mean, Houston doesn't, they're not terrible. They're a decent team.
Right.
Arizona State is finding their stride, though, and I think they win the game, but I don't think they win. They don't cover.
I'm gonna take Houston, the Cougars as well, but with the points. I think that's a good bet.
Okay. And the last game of the week is Colorado getting 15. That's gone up to 15 now. At Utah, prime time game, 10:15 Eastern. Um, Utah losing to BYU last week. They're going to come back pissed. I like Colorado here to
Their
keep it.
quarterback may be out. Utah's quarterback may be out.
They always have quarterback issues,
Right.
don't they? Jesus.
Right.
I'm going to take Colorado here to keep it close. Dion's got these guys playing hard. He doesn't have enough dudes to
Right.
win games, but they do play hard. They play everybody tough. So I'm going to take them in the 15 points. It's a lot of points.
15's too many points. Yeah.
You like Colorado?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
All right. All right, Nick. Lock of the
All right.
week, 4-4. We're back, baby.
Right. So after we were pretty damn we were on the precipice of going 2-5 and then 3-5, but the on the goal line gods were kind to us at Auburn, and then I'm UCLA Maryland was a wrenching game for me. I had the Maryland money line, but we ended up being saved by the 3.5 by the point 0.5 hook. We've lost a lot on the hook over the years, but
Yes,
this time it saved us. So you're right. We're 4-4. We're even up, and now we got to string some wins together.
let's
And I
go.
think the first one we're going to try to go with that Baylor, Cincinnati, the under, because I think that Cincinnati's D is pretty stout, and I don't see them, you know, Baylor just going up and down the field and getting a high point total in this game.
All right, there's the lock, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
The Natty with the under, correct?
Correct. The under in the Baylor Cincinnati game.
Okay, nice. Do we have an RIP this week, Nick?
We do not.
Okay, that's good. Well, I have a personal one that I want to discuss real quick.
All right.
Found out tonight that a neighbor's husband passed away, 5 kids, 49 years old. I just
Oof.
found out tonight he died like in August. So they live in the backside of our neighborhood. So I see them walking their dog all the time. I always say hello. I've talked to him a couple times. 49 years old, dead. So
Yeah.
hug your
Terrible.
children tonight. Hug your
Terrible.
loved ones. 49 years old and dead is to me that's just that I can't even believe how devastating
Wrenching.
that must be for that
Yeah.
family and their 5 kids and their wife. So, live your life, people. Why I was in
Right.
Napa last weekend for a 5-day bender, drinking wine, drinking champagne, having a time there, man, and going to another game. So another road trip that I didn't
Right.
have planned. But the crew I was with was down, so I said, let's go. Got tickets for $45 on like the 5-ish yard line, corner of the end zone. Very fun, good atmosphere. They do it right. They did a drone halftime show with pictures being made by the drones, individual drones. Like drew a picture of the Stanford tree with it, fear the turtle in the middle of the tree, all done by drones. It was very cool. Those Stanford kids are so smart, though. They're so
Yeah,
smart.
right.
Um, got a little chilly at night, though.
Yeah, once the sun goes down in California, it's different.
It got chilly. I was like, "Ooh, it's
Right,
a little cold." So we got out of there right after halftime, like I've been known to do.
right.
Went and got some
You're more of a
In-N-Out
stayer,
burger.
though. You usually stay till the final shot, till the final
Well, if,
gun.
if Maryland's playing for sure,
Right,
but or the game's close. And
right,
this game was close, but I didn't have a horse in the game.
right.
Went to In-N-Out Burger, got a burger. It's
All
nice.
right.
And then headed back to my hotel. So it was a good day. It was a great weekend. Went to
Right.
the No Kings rally in Stanford, which was very cool. Did my civic duty for this country. Drank some wine. Wow, that the wine there is off the charts. I mean, it's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
good. It's
California's
I'm
great.
not even
Yeah.
a wine guy, but when you drink it and you know it's good because it tastes unbelievable. So that was a lot of fun. We went to the beach and had lunch on the water at Half Moon Bay. That was really nice. We had a good weekend, man. But
Good.
um,
Good.
you know, love the people you're with, enjoy your life because it can be taken from you like that.
Right.
I can't even. I'm shocked about hearing about my neighbor. Shocked.
Right. Yeah.
So really sad news. I hate to make it into a personal thing because I don't
No,
like to
it's
talk about that
it's a
stuff,
good,
but
it's a very good advice.
yeah, yeah. So enjoy your life, people. All right,
Amen, bro.
Nikki, I'll see you next week at homecoming, right?
Yeah, it's right. We November 1st. We have a date with the Indiana Hoosiers in College
Yep.
Park.
Jan's coming in early
All
on
right.
Thursday. We're gonna play a little golf on Friday, and
Okay.
then we got our money match with Romano on Friday, and then I'll be there early. We will be there. We should be in the parking lot by 10:30. Game's at
Okay.
3:30. It's a 3:30
Okay.
start.
I think I'm on the 8 o'clock train, so I'll see you then.
All right, man. See you. Bye bye.
All right. Take care. Be well.